Princess Diana, the woman who made the world cry the heart behind the crown. She didn't rewrite laws. She rewrote how we feel about kindness. Over 10 million people flooded the streets for her funeral because she made everyone, rich or poor, feel seen. This is the story of Princess Diana, the woman who wore pain like a crown and still chose compassion. Stay till the end. Her story will move you. Like, subscribe. What part of her story touched you most? Over 10 million people stood still in silence. Not for a president, not for a general, but for a princess who made people feel human. Diana Spencer was born into nobility, but her childhood wasn't royal in spirit. Her parents divorced when she was just 7. She lived between homes, quietly carrying emotional wounds while always looking after others. She wasn't academically strong, but she had empathy beyond her years. People remember her as shy, but not weak. Gentle, but not fragile. At just 19, she married Prince Charles. The world celebrated. But behind palace walls, her fairy tale was unraveling. Charles was emotionally distant. The media was merciless. And Diana, struggling with postpartum depression and bulimia, felt alone. But she transformed that pain into purpose. She started reaching out, not for headlines, but for healing, visiting hospitals, hugging AIDS patients, sitting with the sick, embracing lepers, holding orphan babies. In an age when royalty remained untouchable, she touched everyone. Her courage wasn't in breaking rules. It was in breaking silence. She once said, "I don't go by the rule book. I lead from the heart, not the head." Diana divorced Charles in 1996. Freed from the royal system, she became even more powerful, globally admired, deeply loved. She was constantly chased by paparazzi. The public craved every detail of her life, but she never let fame steal her purpose. In August 1997, while fleeing photographers in Paris, Diana's car crashed. She died that night. The world broke down. Over 2.5 billion people watched her funeral. Over 10 million stood in the streets. The silence, the tears, the flowers, all for a woman who made everyone feel visible. She wasn't perfect and never pretended to be, but she turned personal suffering into a universal message. You don't have to be powerful to make a difference. You just have to care.